Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Beercember. This week, I'm a little bit more prepared than I was last week. This week I've got all my beer in a beer mist stocking right here hanging off of the chair. I've got my werewolf gloves for werewolfing. I got the beer mist tree all set up with some of the cans that I drank from last week hanging up on the tree here. And we're even going to do some arts and crafts. And I got candy. Lots of beer mist candy. So this is going to be fun. But first, let's get to the beer. What do we have in the stocking today? Now for today's first beer, I'm going to be drinking one called Gypsy Tears. The one with the lovely, lovely lady on the front of the can. Although, I think it would have been funnier if they had to rename this beer the Tipsy Gypsy. Anyway, let's open this baby up and take ourselves a swig-a-roo. I have no idea what to expect. Let's read the can after I take that first drink. That's not bad. So it's a ruby ale, as it says on the can. Parallel 49 Brewing Company, strong beer. It is 6% alcohol. Okay, I can tell you that the can tastes chemically. The can's kind of wrecking it for the beer. It's not bad. It's not bad. I wouldn't buy it again. I wouldn't buy it a second time. But if somebody offered it to me to party, I wouldn't reject it either. This just gets worse every drink I take. It really, the can is not right. There's something wrong with the can. Just pulled a plate of candies over too. You got some gummy colas. They're my favorite. Gummy spiders. They're alright. Kind of tastes a bit like soap. Pretty good though. Better than Gypsy Tears. Alright. What do I rate this beer? Like a 4 out of 10. It's drinkable, but I would rather drink Colt 45 or Old English than this stuff. I don't like it. Next. Alright, so let's have ourselves a little peek in my stocking, and it's Bavaria! I'm kind of cheating with this one because I've had Bavaria before, but I really like Bavaria. And this can is dented to hell. You see all those dents? I should have got dented can deals with this one. This one's going to taste all chemically too, I bet ya. Let's open it up and then read the can. I like me some Bavaria. Bavaria. Bavaria from Holland. Brewed with mineral water from our own spring. It's a 5% alcohol and you get 500 milliliters. There's no other fancy writing on the can, so I can't really say anything else. And it says it's an imported beer, although it doesn't really taste like one. Then again, what is the definition of an imported tasting beer, right? Not Labatt, not Canadian, not Budweiser or Coors, I guess. Deck the halls with bottles of beer, fa la 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 la. Brings the season with good cheer, fa la 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 la. Getting drunk and passing out, fa la 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 la. Oh, beer mystery, oh, beer mystery. How faithful are your bottles? Beer, 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 beer. Beer, 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 beer. You know what I haven't been using? Right here, I got one of these here ice packs that you stick in your lunch when you're going to work. So I could rest my beer on it and keep my beer cold. And I've been resting it over here near the candies, but not over here on the thing. Oh yeah, check it out as well. Look, I got this hat. It's a Christmas hat. I'm an elf. Anyway, now we're done. Now what do I rate this beer? I would rate this beer a solid 7.2 out of 10. I would have rated it higher, but over the course of the beer, it kind of started to taste a little bit skunky. It just wasn't as good as it was in the first 2 sips. So I had the dock mark, 7.2 for the Bavaria. Another can for the beer mystery. Alright, what's next in the beer mist stocking? I honestly don't know. I don't know what order I'm going to pull these out in, so it's a complete surprise to me. It is Wells IPA. This is an English beer, crafted in the heart of England. It's an English beer, which either means it's going to be delicious or it's going to taste like camel piss. I do want to take just a moment to point out that over the course of the video, I do get a little bit more tipsy fairly quick, and you're like, he's only had 5 beer, how's he drunk? Well, the difference is most people don't drink 5 beers as fast as I've got to drink them to make this beer mist video, on account of the fact I only have so much battery life in the camera before it dies, so I drink it really, really quickly. Like, usually you would drink a beer for like, you know, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you know, whatever, after your first beer. I drink them all like they're the first beer. I chug them back. So you're not really missing that much. It doesn't take long to record an episode of Beer Miss. Anyhow, Wells IPA, crafted in the heart of England, brewing family since 1876, 5% alcohol. Let's crack her open and find out exactly how she tastes. You ready? Tilt her back and assume the position. Yeah, I like that. So far, this is my favorite. And the can is red. I like red. This candy strawberry is red. And so is this candy cherry. I really like the color red. And I really like this beer so far. Let's see how much I can chug just in one chug. That's bubbly. Ugh. Delicious though. I've never been good at chugging fizzy drinks. They give me the burps. These gloves, we've been through a lot together. If I ever hit 1 million subscribers, these gloves should be the ones to receive the 1 million subscriber button. Not that I'm ever gonna hit 1 million, but if I do, the gloves are just as responsible as I am. I haven't made the gloves have made me. Well, that's done. I keep saying it's a belchy beer. Isn't all beer belchy? Alright, take your place on the beer mist tree. Can. Good enough. It'll do. Next. Alright, what's next? In the stocking, the beer mist stocking of Beer Fun, we have cowbell. I got a fever, and the only thing for it is more cowbell. Not entirely sure I'll be able to open this with the werewolf gloves on. Oh, I'm gonna have to call my wife to open the beer now. Margaret! Margaret! Beer Miss is in peril. I need you to open this because I'm wearing the werewolf gloves. There she is. Hi!
Hi! It's gonna cost you.
What's that?
What are you gonna give me if I open this beer can?
You want one of my colas?
Sure.
You know how I like colas. You can have a cola. I'll have a cola too. I can't just let you eat one. What are you doing? That's mine. She's drinking my beer. That's no fair. You tasted it before I did.
I know.
Thank you.
Have fun.
I'll call you for the next one if I'm still wearing them. Alright, you know what? This is not called cowbell. Cowbell is the most prominent word, even though it's the smallest, but it's white. This is actually called absent landlord, as in a landlord who's not there, so he's absent. Now, as usual, I'm going to take a swig of the beer first, and then I'm going to read the can to you, at least all the important stuff. So far, absent landlord is my favorite. The aftertaste is the nicest, it goes down the easiest, and it's a craft beer, which means it's handmade. It's a craft beer, and it's delicious. Now let's commence with the reading of the can. After that, we're going to do a craft. Founded in 1855 as Drummond, the town was renamed the same year after a wealthy landowner in Berkshire, England, bought the majority of the town, sight unseen. Henry Blythe, Esquire, never made the ocean voyage to visit his namesake in Canada. I don't know what the hell that has to do with the beer, but it's delicious. Alright, so I got a Christmas craft for you. It involves a paper plate, cotton balls, you need glue, and you need beers. Without beers, the craft won't work. You might be wondering why the candy is all over the table. That's because the candy was on the plates and I had to move the candy to the plates to get the plates. Shut up! I know I'm getting a little bit drunk. It's because I've drank this really, really fast. You're not supposed to drink beer that fast and not expect to get tipsy. You'll also need a pair of scissors. The number one rule about scissors is don't run with them pointing at your face because then you could trip and fall. Ah! The other rule is don't run with scissors in your pocket in case you trip and fall and snip off your dick. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take your pie plate and then take a swig of your beer. You want to cut the pie plate into a beardly shape. Maybe cut it like in that kind of a shape. I saw this on Pinterest, so I'm doing a Pinterest craft. Now, the problem with this is there's no mouth hole. It needs a mouth hole. There. Ta-da! See? It looks just like a beard, almost. We just need to add the cotton balls. Next thing you're gonna want to do is take a drink of whatever alcoholic beverage you happen to be consuming that night, like a big one. Like take a big drink. And then put it down. You get out your cotton balls. You just dump them on the table. That's what I did, so that must be what you do. Eat a candy. And then you want to get your glue, and you want to apply a generous amount of glue to the front of the pie plate. Doesn't even matter. Screw it. Because it's going to be covered in cotton balls anyway. You want to get your glue, and you want to go around like that. And don't worry if you seem like you're using up all the glue. That's okay. Nobody really cares. It's glue. You can buy it in the dollar store for like $1. Now that I've got the plate covered in glue, I'm going to want to put cotton balls on it. So just don't be afraid. Just stick your cotton balls right there on the glue, like so. I wanted to show you what it looks like when it's halfway done. Because, oh shit, I dripped glue on the table. Don't drip glue on the table. I just got this tablecloth for the series. Shit. And there you go. As quick as you can say, Bob's your uncle and Susan's your aunt, you've made yourself a Santa Claus bed. Wait, I need to get a thumbnail. Ho, 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 bitches. Now don't worry. Once the beard dries, I'll put pictures of it up on Instagram. Here's a close-up of the Christmas beard. Try it yourself. Alright, I'm running out of time. I need to drink this fast to get onto the last beer. Done! Take your place on the Beermas tree. On the Beermas tree is where it goes. This is the last beer. I've been drinking this really fast. You don't know, you don't realize it how fast this whole thing has happened. So this is the last beer. I wish there was another. There's not. So the last beer I'm going to be drinking is Miller High Life. I've never had Miller High Life. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? I've never had it. So today, I'm going to drink Miller High Life. I'm going to take off my glove because I can't open the beer with the glove on. And I'm going to open it up. Miller High Life. The champagne of beers. It's a frothy beer. It's frothing. It's a frothy McFrothicet. Tilt the head back. Assume the position. Yeah. That's my favorite so far. That's a good beer. This beer is generic, but a little bit like Freedom 35 back here from last week. I like this. I could drink a whole case of this. Let's read the can. DePayas 1903. Wait a minute. Let's turn the can around. Established 1903. Miller High Life. The champagne of beers. It's a 4.6% alcohol volume beer, and there's no other fancy writing unless you care about all the trademarking and stuff like that, and ain't no one care about that. So we're just gonna drink it. It comes in a gold looking can. It's got a bronze label. It's delicious. It's generic. Let's drink her down. Yeah, that's like the pop of beer. I got a top hat. I got a puppet. His name is Larry DeLuza. It's a play on words. Larry, D-A-L-O-U-S-E-A. Larry DeLuza. He's Larry the Loser. You get it? Oh, frick. So, Larry, what do you think of the series so far?
I think the series sucks ass.
Sucks ass? Why do you think the series sucks ass, Larry?
Because you're boring as shit. All you're doing is getting 3/4 drunk on camera and doing really, really terrible Christmas crafts and also puppet work. You suck ass!
I got candies, like a lot of candies. I am addicted to gummy candies. Colas are my favorite. Do you guys like my Santa beard? I made this myself. It's all gone. It's done. Time to put the last beer can from this week's episode of Beercember on the tree. There. Now it's on the tree and Beercember can time is complete. Anyhow, that is the end of this episode of Beercember. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. I really appreciate you taking the time to do so. My name is Brad. I've been your host. I will see you the next episode of Beercember. Until then, remember to stay sober because you can't work drunk and nor can you drive drunk. Always drink and drive responsibly. You know what I mean? Always live responsibly and don't drive drunk. And I will see you in the next episode. Toodaloo-ski!